and myself and Mr. Nagendra, Mr. Pattabhiramani, they were all there. We sat for about 2 months, and scenic order, first scene, how it happens, how the drama takes place, how he goes there, all the scenes with including songs and all that, till the end, about 60-65 scenes we have put. And we told Mr. Nageshwar Rao, this is the scene. He had no qualms because K.V. Reddy is such a big director. Already everything is okay, Jamuna, car sheets, everything is ready. We are about to launch. Everything was good. One night when I was sleeping around about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, suddenly I had a doubt about the entire story. I had a personal doubt. And next day morning I went to Mr. K.V. Reddy's house. I was an associate director at that time. So I went to him, and early, about 8 o'clock, 8:30, I wanted to meet him. Oh, what, Mr. Srinivasa? He thought I wanted to go some place because of some leave or something like that. So he thought that I wanted some sort of a financial advance or something like that, recommend for the producer, something. What, anything, you want to do anything? No, sir. I just was thinking yesterday night, I have a doubt in the story. You have a doubt in the story? Oh, come, sit. And he took me into the room and we were sitting there. Tell me, what is the doubt? And I said, sir, it is a very good story, wonderful story, because it has come from the real life and all that. In real life, that contractor is a villain. He has given a promise to his granddaughter, and he has a son, and because of greed, because he thought he was going to get 4 times the money for his son, he set aside all the promises, all goodwill, all love for the family, granddaughter. He put that aside and put the money and the greed above everything, and he decided it. And he got what he wanted. Now we are converting to this. Now what is happening? We are changing into cinema. The stars will come in. Mr. S.V. Ranga Rao is there, granddaughter is Jamuna, and finally the son will be somebody, a comedian, Mr. Relangi. And he is supposed to marry somebody like Girija. Now the moment S.V. Ranga Rao wants the granddaughter to marry this comedian, by audience, they are against it, because they do not want Jamuna to marry him. They want him to marry Nageshwar Rao, because the star cast is like that. The mental setup is like that. So when finally Ranga Rao says, I am cancelling this marriage, now you will be out, Ranga Rao becomes a very good man, and he has paved the way in the story for Jamuna to marry Nageshwar Rao. So what is good as a realistic reality film, reality story, real people and all that, it becomes a very, very wrong story when you actually put casting into it. People with image. There are only 2 ways of doing it. Either you do the film with absolutely new people. There are no stars. The father is new, the daughter is new, the boy is new, granddaughter no, there's somebody, everybody is new. Therefore, there are no images to get in. Once everybody is new, all your reality show will come and everything, and he becomes a very cruel man. But the moment you replace them with S.V. Ranga Rao, Nageshwar Rao, Jamuna and all these stars, the whole problem comes. The other way is put Nageshwar Rao as the son and Jamuna as the granddaughter. They want to get married. Now Ranga Rao comes and sees that they are separated. Jamuna has gone out and tries to marry someone else. Is it possible? It is not possible. You cannot get Jamuna married to a lesser hero and Nageshwar Rao is going. People will not accept. So as a stars, you will not be able to do this thing. Either way, you cannot put Nageshwar Rao as a son. You cannot do it because it's a big picture. You want star cast. You don't do with new people and all that because you are doing big business. So either way, this won't work, I told. He thought for a few minutes and said, okay, we will meet. So I came 10 o'clock, 10:30, he came to the office. Then he called everybody and he told. Now Mr. Srinivasa Rao came to me in the morning. I did not tell the producer, P.S. Reddy, I did not tell anybody because I was a bit afraid also. Because nearly months have passed. After 6 months, Mr. K.V. Reddy comes out with the idea. We work on it for another 2.5 months. And now I get a doubt. So again, if supposing this is cancelled, when it is going, what subject we are going to get, when we are going to get, the whole production, every day, every month they are paying salaries, the costs are mounting for the company, so they have to make a picture. So I thought people will blame me, but KVD said, he gave me some reasons why we have to cancel this. I completely agree with him. I am cancelling this picture, we have to seek some other subject. They were all a bit stunned, but they did not know anything. But fortunately, on that evening, there was this board of directors meeting. It is a private limited company. So Mr. K.V. Reddy was one of the directors, P.S. Reddy is the managing director, Adinarayan Reddy, Srinivasa Reddy. There are about 6, 7 or 8, all big people, they are all board of directors. Then in that board of directors meeting, K.V. Reddy said, we were trying for some social picture, there was some doubts, Mr. Srinivasa expressed doubts and all that. I am agreeing with that, we are cancelling, we want to see some other subject. The moment they said, all the board of directors members said, we are very happy that's cancelled, sir. Why? So everybody asking, you are having a big director, Mr. K.V. Reddy, who did Maya Bazaar, Patada Bhairavi, Jagade K.V. Katha, all that. Now, having such a big director who can do a mythological or a costume picture or a big picture, going in for a social picture as a lesser picture, people are asking why. We can go for that. So, what has gone is gone. Kindly get us a good mythological or folklore picture, a big picture. So, we wanted to start searching for another stories. Now, after 1 month or so, Mr. K.V. Reddy himself came out with an idea. There was a film called Jnana Soundari by Citadel Pictures, a Tamil film. Aditya Paramjyoti is a big hit got, hit by Citadel. Joseph Talayat was the director. There it is about a girl, all folk tales those days, complete folk tales, not very realistic but very genuine. It was another Jnana Soundari was a big folk tale in Tamil. There the girl gets married, she has a child, and the father for some reason sent her to this forest, and both her hands are cut. She has no hands, and without hands how she does it, how she goes to child and all that. Some sort of a strange things and all that. We wanted that, but it's a hit again. He said, let us do this film. We did not have any option. So whatever, because the director says, he said, so again we started doing another 2 or 3 months. The entire script was over. Mr. Nageshwara again is the hero for the folklore. Jamuna is the person, the heroine, she has to know hands. So one day we called Mr. Nageshwara, told him the story. He said fine. So and so after 3-4 months we get the dates starting shooting. So when the entire script was over, after 3 months, Mr. Nageshwara called us. He called Mr. K.V. Reddy, said, I want urgently to talk to you in the evening. You please come. You also call all the entire staff, Mr. Nagendra, writer, all the producers and all that. We did not know why the hero, why he is calling and all that. So evening, 5:30 he came and we were all waiting for him. There is all number of chairs. And he told something which has happened in his house in the morning. Here on that Shamias road going like that, where that Satya Sai Baba Nilayam is there. That was where Mr. Nageshwara built house. And next compound is Mr. Anjali Devi's house. Anjali Devi, another actor with whom Nageshwara played many pictures. So every day, Anjali Devi and Annapurnama, Nageshwara's wife, they used to talk over the compound wall, mostly about some dishes for the lunch, what exactly, some health reasons, something they were talking. And this time, Anjali Devi was telling Annapurnama that about a story which they were taking. Already 4 reels was over. One Mr. Vedantam Raghavaya was the director of that film. It is another folk tale. They are the people who took that Suvarna Sundari. Suvarna Sundari, great big film, which was a hit in Tamil, it was a hit in Telugu, it was a hit in Hindi also. So that Mr. Nageshwara, and it is a dubbed film also, a very big hit, Suvarna Sundari. So Aditya is the producer, he is also the music director. Very big hit, musical hit also. So they were taking already 4 reels. That subject, folk tale, whatever is the subject, that heroine also has her hands cut and she is also in the forest in the same story that was going on. So we are thinking of the story, they are already done the story 4 reels over. So what happens for our story, we are coming later. So Mr. Nageswara wanted to tell, check up. So myself, Mr. K.V. Reddy, Nagendra Rao, we went to Mr. Pedda Satyam, Mr. Vedantam Raghavaya. He is the director of Devadas, the great Devadas, Nageswara, Tamil and Telugu Devadas. He was the director of Vedantam Raghavaya, who originally he is a dance master. He is from Kuchipudi. He came with Vedanta Raghavaya and Mr. Pasumurthy Krishnamurthy, and the last was Vempati Chinnasatyam. Vempati Chinnasatyam, the great man who got the Padma Awards. Later, he started the Kuchipudi Academy there. The government gave very big, and lot of Kuchipudi artists, right from Mr. Padma Subramaniam and all the people are Sishyas. That Vedantam, Pasumurthy Krishnamurthy, Vedantam Raghavaya, and Vempati Chinnasatyam. He was the last dance director. Thus Vedantam Raghavaya was the director. We went to ask him. He told the entire story. But we told him, we have got a story. We want to know its limitations. You tell your story. If there's the same thing, we'll drop. He told the story, but the story was totally different. It is a different story. But essentially, the heroine's throat is without hands. So whatever be the story, if we take the story, then this straight part they will say is similarity, because the major part is the heroine without hands. So that will be the story. So again after 3 months, again the subject was dropped. This is the second time the subject is dropped. So it's 1 year past for searching for the subject, but something is happening. And then one day, a bit of comedy bit in the meanwhile. Mr. Shankar Reddy is a production manager. One day casually Mr. K.V. Reddy asked, production manager, Mr. Shankar Reddy, don't think just you are a production manager. You may not be in the directorial line, you may not be a writer, but still anybody can subject a subject. You please suggest subject. And he said, sir, I have got one idea. Oh, immediately tell. Again he gathered all the people. Then he said, sir, let us take Kurukshetra. Mr. Immediately K.V. Reddy was disappointed. What, Mr. Shankar Reddy? You talk about Kurukshetra. Even to take Maya Bazaar, such a big studio production, all these floors was not enough. And when Nageswara is playing Abhimanyu, who should play Arjuna, his father? Who should play Dharmarasu? Who should play Bhima? We just didn't have the artists. They must have an image. You can just take a fileman and put a Bhima. You cannot. You will have to have an artist, that impact must be there. When that is the case, where are the Kurukshetra? We have to do it in Hindi, we have to all the artists of the entire Indian screen, all the 3 major studios from big Shorab Modi from north, and AVM, Vijaya, Gemini, all the people have combined, have to take the picture. This is how to do. How did you expect that we can take a big picture like Kurukshetra with so many hundreds of horses, elephants and all that? Only Shorab Modi did in his Sikandar a long time back, when Prithviraj was there. If you see Prithviraj, he was exactly like Shashi Kapoor, Raj Kapoor's brother, exactly like that he will be there. So they did it a massive picture, but now we cannot do that. And Mr. Shankar Reddy, very interesting explanation he gave. In Mahabharata, the entire Kurukshetra is shown as though one Sanjaya, he is narrating the entire story to the blind Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra is blind, he cannot see. With a Divya Drishti, that is some vision, Sanjaya, he is in the court, he sees the entire thing, what happened in Kurukshetra, and he is standing there. So our production manager, Shankar Reddy's idea is, sir, you put one small set, Dhritarashtra on the main chair, throne, and Sanjay on this side. So Sanjay is sitting here. Whatever is possible we can do. Like everything happens in tents. Those days, the entire war was taking place only from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Once the sunset is there, no war. That is the rule. That the people from that tent used to go and all that, and that is Dharma Yuddham. But once the 6 o'clock, the Shankha, the bugles are blown, again the war will start. That is how. In the night there is no war. So what we do is we take number of tents, and whatever is happening we take only the nights where they dialogue. And whatever happens in the war, we will make Sanjay tell the Dhritarashtra, oh, thousands of horses are coming, sir, thousands of elephants are coming, sir. Like that, within the two people everything is seen. We won't show a single horse, we won't show a single elephant, everything will happen only in tents. We all laughed for this way, the way a film has to be done. So he thought a very interesting way of escaping from Kurukshetra. And finally, one day, I do not know from where it came, there is a subject called Gayopakyanam. That is, there is a war between Krishna and Arjuna on because of some complication taken by a Gandharva king called Gayudu. This was a very, very popular drama. It is not a part of Mahabharata. Like Maya Bazar also is not a part of Mahabharata. This is somewhere in a Chitra Bharatam, somewhere another aspect of Mahabharata. This was also there. So this Gayopakyan, if we take, it will be a good thing. Actually, it's a very popular play with popular poems, padyams. One Mr. S.V. Ramarao was having the rights of that. The Vijaya people, Mr. Nagiredi asked for the rights. Jayanti people asked for the rights. That S.V. Ramarao, he refused to give those rights. So, doesn't matter, we will write our own poems. For the subject, there is no copyright. We wanted to take the subject. So, Gayopakyanam. But it's a very small, thin subject, there is no heroine. Now, there is another story called Subhadra Kalyanam, where Arjuna loves Subhadra. He goes in the disguise of a Muni, a Rishi, as a Swamiji. He goes there, and Krishna, almost deceiving his elder brother Balarama, sees that Arjuna and Subhadra marry. Now, if we combine these two stories, both of Arjuna, so the story is like that. Krishna and Arjuna are friends. Such friends, Krishna even deceives his own elder brother Balarama and sees that his daughter Subhadra, his sister Subhadra marries Arjuna. If these two friends finally become enemies, first they are friends, later half they become enemies. This is a connection. So if you combine Subhadra Kalyanam and Gayopakyanam and make one story, we can give a very good story. For that, Krishna, Ramarao must be told he is playing Krishna, and only Nageswara Rao must play Arjuna. If these two people agree, immediately we can do. Mr. K.V. Reddy went both the people on the day itself. He told Mr. Ramarao, Nageswara Rao, they confirmed both the dates and all that, came back, and Sri Krishna Arjuna Yuddham started. And finally, now Arjuna had lot of romantic duets and all that with Subhadra, and the war and lot of pleas. Only Ramarao, being a hero at that time, he did not have, though he has a big part to play as a drama, by song wise he did not have anything because he is already married to 8 wives. So, added another thing, some episode called Parijata Paranam, where there was a small difference of opinion between Subhadra, Satyabhama and Rukmini, of who has given the Parijata to whom, and how Satyabhama becomes angry and how Krishna tries to appease her anger and make her friendship. It is a small episode where Krishna has got a song trying to appease. So, the two major stories, one small story is included. With these three knitting together, to make it seamlessly as one story. It is not attached story. The screenplay of that is started, and completely we started the screenplay. Only myself and Mr. Pingal Nagendra, only two of us. We went there. Finally, after everything is done, Mr. K.V. Reddy used to come, and he also used to consult him, and we used to write the screenplay. Finally, the entire screenplay is written. Then we used to consult Mr. K.V. Reddy. Finally, we have finalized Sri Krishna Arjuna Yuddham. That was the film that was being made after Jagadeka Viridu, for which we are going to start. So, the entire screenplay is made. Now, there is a big episode regarding Sri Krishna Yuddham. What are all the very small important aspects of how tricks were made. Now I am a full-fledged associate. I was completely in command of that. I was so thorough. I could order, I could take call sheets, I could write call sheets. I was who all wanted what sort of sets I had to work. Now here Mr. Gokhale and Tota both were art directors. For this, Mr. Kamal Ghosh was the cameraman. He was the great cameraman of Chandralekha. So for this picture, they was brought because Mr. Marcus Bartley was not doing well. He was sick, and also Mr. Marcus Bartley was totally under the payrolls of Vijaya Productions under Nagireddy. So he could not come out. So Mr. Kamal Ghosh was introduced, and Mr. Pendyal Nageswara was the music director. Everything went off better. So this is the starting of Sri Krishna Arjuna Yuddham.